It's Week 17 of the National Football League, and we've got C.D. Lamb. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. Hold on tight. We're in for an exciting one. Next on EA Sports.
It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends. But come game day, there is no question. At the end of this one, yes, they want their teams to win, but when they put their two box scores up next to each other, there's going to be some bragging rights come this offseason.
The final 2 weeks of the regular season are upon us, and off we go on EA Sports. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. This crowd ready in anticipation, their offense taking the field for the first time. And leading them out, their quarterback. It's Jalen Hurts.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch. And if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
On second down, Hurts. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Third down and 9. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt, as he'll hit this from just outside of his own goal line. To return, it is Turpin. And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. So the visitors ready to go on offense here for the first time. Leading them out, the number 3 overall pick of the 2021 draft. From North Dakota State, it's Trey Lance.
It's not often that you can win by multiple scores in the NFL, so you got to imagine they're coming into this week's game with a lot of confidence. They were able to put together a pretty well-rounded performance in all 3 phases last week. So, again, can they build off that? Can they continue to grow as an entire team? Because offense, defense, and solid contribution from their special teams, they showed last week, and going forward, this is going to be a hard team to beat.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. And he's in.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the visitors will take a 7-0 lead. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return is Rogers. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The home team's offense and running back Saquon Barkley heading back on the field. And he's been a huge factor in the passing game all season long. In fact, he leads all NFL running backs in receiving yards. A first down throw for Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith. They face second down and 7. Here's Hurts. He'll go right back to Smith. They hook up again. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play in this opening quarter. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. 7-0 is our score. And EA Sports NFL Sunday returns after this. Hurts working in the pistol. There he goes again. The ball comes out. And fortunately, one of his teammates downfield comes to his rescue and retains possession after the big play.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
We'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in...
the pressure, too much, and he goes down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
Taking off, he'll try to get there.
Sometimes it's just the case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this first down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the first down marker, sets up 4th down. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
They didn't leave much time on the clock to put together a drive here at the end of the first half. And the kickoff's coming their way. Now an opening past the 30. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The visitors' offense and CD Lamb set to take over once more. As we hit the home stretch here, you can see he leads all NFL wideouts in touchdown receptions for the year. And he will dive into the end zone. 70 yards. It's a touchdown.
That is just a complete disaster. I mean, we're in the final seconds of the first half, Mike, and you give up a huge explosive play that results in a touchdown. No matter what you've done all half, it completely changes the game.
Now, Aubrey for the extra point. He's got it. And the visitors extend their advantage to 14-3. very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. On the return, here is Anais Smith. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. 3 tight ends in the game to start the drive. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. He's going to air this one out looking for Dotson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And this one going the visitors' way as the Cardinals have the lead in that one. Michael Wilson, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And they were victorious in that one over the visiting Atlanta Falcons. Brian Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. The second half, straight ahead. Time to get back to it. And for the call, let's rejoin Mike Tirico and Greg Olson. Both these teams running through their final adjustments. It's time for the second half. And for the call, let's get it back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. The visitors' offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. So they come to the line for first down and 10. The third quarter begins with a run. Oh! And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
Ah, strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25. They'll stay on the ground. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
And he just continues to chew off more and more yardage with every single carry. And you can see here with the numbers, Mike, for as strong as he was in the first half, it almost looks like he's gotten even stronger now here in the second.
They'll stick with him again. And he will score.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
On for the PAT is Aubrey. He's got it. And the visitors move out to a 21-3 advantage. So now, after the touchdown, out is Aubrey to kick this one away. On the return is Rogers. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get back at it. Greg, simply put, they've been off their game right from the jump.
Yeah, sometimes it's just the way the game goes, and you can't really put your finger on it, but you feel good coming out of the week of practice. You feel really good about your game plan, and then once the ball's kicked off, nothing seems to work, and it's very frustrating because you can look great one week, and then the next week be completely taken out of your game.
On first down, it's Hurts. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And he'll be taken down up past the 40-yard line.
Whatever they've talked about in the locker room at the halftime break seems to have worked. They've come out with a new established energy. You could see it when they took the field. Now this offense seems to be building on it because with that chunk play, just a little bit of rhythm that they can...
Oh, they're on him in a flash, and he's lost the football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up.
Sometimes these games in the NFL, Mike, they get decided by simply how the ball bounces. I mean, how often do we see a quarterback in the pocket get strip sack, and that ball ends up going the other direction? Fortunately for them, they can regroup, get back in the huddle, and live another day. Ball falls into the hands of his own guy, and they'll see if they can dodge this bullet.
Now this defense will use the first of their timeouts. Third and long for Hurts. The blitz gets there, and he lost the football. But he'll gather it back in. So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now Hurts on fourth down. This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And he'll be taken down. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Hurts now. The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. The defense has it. Those are the places on the field where the defense wants to come up with the big plays, and that was one. Down deep, get to the quarterback, knock it out, and come up with the recovery.
Mike, this is one of those times where I think for a quarterback, they get caught in between. Do I want to be a runner and take it in myself? Do I have time to let my wide receivers develop in the end zone? I think he holds on to it just a little too long. The defense pokes it free and creates a huge turnover.
That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's second down. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's going to look downfield once again. He's got it. A great connection there. They're going to bring it down inside the 35-yard line. Take a look at his receiving numbers. So he has been terrific. Over 100 yards in this one. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he lowers the shoulder. A gain of about 3. 2nd and 7. They'll send their tight end left. On 2nd down, they run the counter. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play. A tough spot here. 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. Whoa! Oh, and he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. And they stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. looked like a lateral there, but now it's a free football. It is picked up by the defense. Boy, that one hurts, Greg. They had a really nice drive going and moved it halfway down the field, but then fumbled down here in the red zone, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
Anytime you put together a drive of this length, Mike, you just want to come away with points. Of course, a touchdown is the main goal, but in this case, to turn the ball over this deep in the red zone is just a brutal turn of events for this offense.
The home team's offense and Jalen Hurts getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Now Jalen Hurts on second down, taking a shot downfield for Smith. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. Third and short, and Hurts will throw. And that pressure too great. He's going to be sacked in the end zone. And that is a safety. Well, the quarterback just kept going back, and you're wondering, what is he going to do? And, well, there's the answer. He's going to give the defense 2 points.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, Mike, did he just lose track of actually how far he was retreating? And at some point, you think that ball's going to come out, and he's going to throw it away and move on to the next down, but he didn't, and now the defense is going to take advantage and get 2 points.
Returnable from the 17. And he'll be brought down there, and that'll put a wrap on this one. Time has expired in this fourth quarter. So it's a win for our visitors. They move to 16-0 on the year. They have a chance next Sunday to become the first team to finish a regular season 17-0. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.